Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
So how do you stay inspired and motivated when you are inventing a paycheck? Welcome to the show. I'm Mary Goulet.
And I'm Heather Ryder. And that music just gets me inspired and motivated.
I know, that was fun.
I think music can inspire and motivate you on a daily basis.
Yes. And so long ago when we were working as Momstown, there was a local master's student class that did a study on Momstown. And I think they did a survey. What would you want out of Momstown? And the top two responses were inspiration and motivation.
Hands down.
As an entrepreneur, we need to be inspired and re-inspired, re-motivated, being encouraged. Not because we can't do it ourselves, but there's just a lot to juggle, and sometimes that gets lost.
Yes, and the good thing about listening to this show, and we're going to create we go back and forth because we're looking for the right platform, and we go back and forth with Facebook and all that kind of stuff and creating a community. We're not looking for creating a community. A lot of times people are looking to create a community to just sell things to them. That's not what we were looking for. I think community should be about inspiration and motivation and finding the people that are like-minded and that can keep you inspired and motivated.
Well, and you're going to hit the wall. You're going to run into obstacles.
Remember when
or
we did the big
letdowns.
break?
Yep. Yeah.
At Momstown, we used to do this thing called Momstown Big Break, and we would put people through, it was like a 4-week coaching thing, and in the 4 weeks, in week 3, what happened to every single person in week 3 in that 4 weeks?
It was weird. They hit the wall, and we would take their calls, and they'd say, you know what, I don't know. This is
Let's do that
hard.
with Inventing a Paycheck.
Yes. And so the whole vision for Inventing a Paycheck, the radio show, is to have you call in and tell us what your idea is. No one's going to steal it, because if they can't get their own off the ground, they're not going to take yours.
Because it's not about having a new idea. It's about executing on an idea. And
Exactly.
people don't even execute their own visions, let alone your vision.
Right. So no one steals. It's in our 20-year history of working with entrepreneurs, no one's stolen an idea. Maybe a domain.
Tell that to Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, right.
Or the people.
So we want to hear from you what your idea is, what you're inventing, how you're inventing a paycheck. And here's an example of why I bring this up. I got my daughter a leased vehicle when she started driving, and I'm driving my boyfriend's 10-year-old Prius that's breaking down daily. It's crying. It tells me to stay away. Don't get in this car anymore. So what do I need to do? I need to go get a new car payment. Not just a car.
Car payments are no fun, right?
Right? So I decided I'm not going to take the money from what I'm currently earning to pay for that monthly payment. I have to invent a car paycheck. Do you know what I mean? I have to invent a paycheck around for the stupid car. So how can I earn, and I'm just making up a round number because I don't have the car yet, anywhere from $300 to $500 for insurance and the car payment. I need $500 a month that I need to invent.
That's just dedicated onto that.
Just invent that much money. So if you want to invent a paycheck to pay for your kids' schooling or their vehicle or college or something for you or for vacation, whatever you want to invent a paycheck for.
I have 4 households to support.
Right. 3 boys in school.
All going to be in college in September.
Yeah.
You might be listening to this afterwards, and then you know that I have 3 kids in college now.
Yeah. So
whenever you're listening to this episode.
Exactly. You need to invent a paycheck. So
for 4 households.
You need to come up with a number.
Right.
And I think you have to have a number for each invention you have. And now invention doesn't mean you have to sell a widget. It can be a service, which I recommend because a service is your time and energy.
Yes.
So you want to show up here because Heather and I are really good at encouraging people. And if we hear something that's like, we've done that mistake before, don't do it. We'll tell you all of our mistakes so you don't have to make them.
Because we have invented paychecks in so many different ways, and then we have lost paychecks in so many different ways.
But technology is on our side now.
Well, it is, but here's what I'm going to say is even though from the lost paychecks, so many great lessons learned, which makes us money, which makes us money and paychecks in the future.
Yes.
And today. Like, I'm able to invent a paycheck today because of the paychecks that I lost in the past.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes. And we don't want you to overspend.
Overthink.
If you start overthinking, then you start to feel overwhelmed.
I overthink too much.
Yeah, and then I just keep going back to my notes. I want it to be a very simple process. Come to the studio, do an hour of the radio show, make it turn it into a podcast, which it is.
So if you have Googled us or you listened to us in the past with Mom's Town and Mary Goulet and Heather Ryder, or have bought a couple of our books or whatever, you know that we've gone through some ups and some downs. We've made paychecks, we've lost paychecks. But with this, what we're doing is going back to the beginning. And I think that happens for a lot of people. Go back to the beginning and figure out what worked in the beginning. Because when you go back to the beginning and you hit restart or refresh,
yes,
you get a chance. And you could do that every day. What worked? What doesn't work? Stop doing the things that don't work anymore and just focus on the things that worked. Because when you do that, you simplify. You can take out a lot of the noise.
I know.
It's weird.
Weird you knew that word.
Right when I did.
Yeah. So if you have any questions, all right, we don't have our platform yet. But
that's how new this show is.
Yes. This is our second 1 hour time of doing the show.
Okay.
What?
But here's the thing. If we had waited to do the show until the moment that we had the platform all buttoned up and then we had our graphics in place and we would still not be starting.
Exactly.
Sometimes you just have to start.
Better done than perfect.
Better done than perfect.
And
start.
Yeah, do something.
It's okay if you don't have everything, if you don't know all the answers or you don't have everything ready to go. We don't even have a website.
We don't even have our platform.
And we're doing a radio show.
Yeah.
What the heck?
The site will catch up to us. And we'll have 8 episodes that'll go right up on it immediately.
Exactly. But the point is, we're starting.
Yeah.
You got to start somewhere. You
2
got to open
shows
the
in
door.
can. Yep. So I'm really excited to get the call-in community back up and running. Because you do become a tight community when...
Taking calls.
Taking calls is the most fun because we get to know you. You get to listen to our stupid sense of humor.
We get to listen to yours.
Exactly. And we kind of... It's like a little mini mastermind. You can tell us what's going on with you, and we can offer a thought. And we've had callers call in to help out a previous caller.
Yes.
Which is fun. Hey, will you tell
and taking
Linda
calls
that...
from around the world.
Oh.
I mean, we've had calls from Australia and Germany and different parts of Europe and Hawaii and Alaska. I mean, just from all over the country. And
because inherently people want to feel like they're taking control of their financial freedom.
yes.
And $500 a month in a side hustle could go pay off a debt or go into retirement or pay for a vacation at the end of the year. You never know. It's worthwhile getting that extra $500.
Yeah. Set the goal and then start.
All right. So we will be back with more and hopefully a solution to our platform. Thanks for listening to Inventing a Paycheck with Mary and Heather.
Hi, Scale listener. This is David Finkel, co-host with Jeff Hoffman of Scale Your Business. I wanted to let you know that our newest book, Scale, was just released and to encourage you to get your copy. The book will give you 7 proven principles to grow your business and get your life back. Scale will help you work less by getting your business to produce more. Get your copy online or at your local bookseller. For more information, visit us online at scaleyourbusinesstoolkit.com.